Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Sherry and my channel is Blue Gemini. So, hey everybody, how are you guys doing? I'm doing good. Um I've been kind of scrolling through YouTube. Nothing's really on, nobody's really posting anything new. But I've been seeing a lot of channels that are like in this great debate on Walt, Chilling with Walt, Kickinitwitcyncity, and Genuinelynesha, and basically like who he's going to be with or who he should be with. Okay, so I'm gonna give my little 2 cents. I just been seeing it everywhere, so I'm like, okay, well shoot. So everybody's pretty much saying like, who do we prefer to be with him, or if we think that he's going to leave Nisha for Sin City. So yeah, this drama been going on for some months now, huh? It hasn't gotten old yet because it's always something new in the woodworks. So so basically, my opinion with their whole situation and all of that, for one, y'all, first and foremost, okay, and I'm speaking as if somebody cares what what we think. I know Walt could care less, but this is just, if he were to be like, "Hey, Sherry, what do you think I should do?" Well, here it is. So first and foremost, I think Walt needs to take a breather from females in general. I think that it's gonna be a lot of females coming out of the woodworks for him. He's a nice guy, y'all, but I don't get it still. I don't get it. But I think that he needs to pretty much like just take a breather. He needs to just be single, have no responsibilities as far as like answering to a woman or worrying about a woman's opinion on something he's doing or anything like that. He just needs to be single and just live his best life. Right now, with this YouTube thing going good for him, he's I'm pretty sure this is like the financial highlight of his life. Okay, regardless of if he's had jobs in the past or whatever. But I mean, YouTube is pretty easy. Pause. It's easy when you're not really doing much for your channel. Okay. Walt just eats dinner pretty much. He's not editing, he's not doing anything except for just hitting record and posting. So he has it real easy. So I'm pretty sure this is like the highlight of his life. Okay. It's like, why would you want to be tied down? I could see if he came into it with a girl and okay, the girl's with him through all of this. But why would you want to get tied down into a new relationship when you can literally be single, go get the same thing out of other females that you're getting out of these relationships, but still, live your life? He needs to get him a place. He needs to just be able to just live. Like, that's what you would think, right? Like, you would think a man would want to just be single. Now, unless he likes being in relationships, some people do. I'm that type. Like, I'll be in a relationship before I'm single. So, I mean, unless he's that way, then okay, it explains it. But he just needs to just do him. He needs to go to Vegas. He needs to be able to do what he wants to do without answering to anybody. He likes to be in the streets a lot, it seems like, because he's always hanging out somewhere or collabing with someone. Like, the Rona ain't stopping him. So he likes to be in the streets. Now, me personally, I don't want no man that's in the streets. Like, every dude I get with, I low-key need you to have like no friends. Like, that's a turn on to me, because then I know you're not gonna be all in the streets. You're not gonna be, I'm at such and such's house, oh, we on the block. Walt and them seem like they just hang out on the street corners still, and that's a no-go. But if you're single, you can do that freely with no, no hesitation, no complaints, no nothing. So Walt needs to be single. But hypothetically, okay, he probably is single though, y'all. Like, I don't take him and Nisha serious. I low-key think it's a business deal. But but hypothetically, if it were an option to where the only females in the world were Kickinitwitcyncity and Genuinelynesha, I would have to say personally, I would prefer to see him with Sin City. Now hold on, y'all. Don't attack. Don't attack. I'm gonna say exactly why. Even though I think a lot of people kind of feel that way now after kind of seeing Nisha's ways and stuff. But I'm just basing it off of the actual relationship. Not my personal opinion about Sin City. I don't think she's like a horrible person. I just, once I get into it with somebody, it's kind of like, but I mean, come at me with respect, I'll come at you with respect type of thing. That's how I am. So my little like my little dislike of her, it's not that deep type of thing. But as far as if I look back on the actual relationship, I think believe it or not, I think Walt was more happy with her. Okay. I think a lot of people think because when he's with Nisha, he's cracking up, laughing, he's loud, he's, being himself. I think they're getting that confused with him being happier and forgetting that he's also dating the bottle of Henny. Like, liquor makes everybody happier. So I'm not really gauging it by that because, yeah, he laughs and cracks up and stuff with Nisha, but there's been videos where they low-key seem like strangers. Like, it's just a lot of awkward silences. You can just tell when the camera's off, there's not much conversation. Okay. So when I look back on him in Sin City, he actually seemed like he was content with being sober, like not under the influence. Like he could deal with her without being drunk all the time. Now, mind you, in the end of the relationship, yeah, my opinion about her changed. Okay. Because in the beginning and stuff, like, she's older and she seems boring, but at the same time, sometimes people need that. Sometimes they need a balance. They need, if you're an out there person, sometimes you want to come home to somebody who's the complete opposite. That's why they say opposites attract. So I think maybe that was the case with him, because it seems like he not that he knew better than to do certain things like be drunk all day and stuff and just always drinking. It just seems like he just chose not to do that. Okay. Like he could literally be around her and just be content. Now, in the end of their relationship, my view on her changed. And it wasn't their breakup or anything like that. It's just the fact that I'm so sick of these females in these relationships on this public platform being so in their feelings. Like, oh my God, this is not, everybody's not built for this. Like, at all. People are too sensitive. These females don't understand. For one, you're giving everybody a reaction. If I see me saying, oh, Walt's handsome is getting you mad, I'm gonna laugh about it and say it again just to keep seeing you get mad. That's what they don't understand, is that when you respond to the negativity, you're literally feeding into it. Like somebody who's being negative or doesn't like you, they don't care what your comeback is. They don't care that you're getting madder. They don't care that it's bothering you. All they care about is give me some more ammo. Like, give me some more stuff to talk about. Like, all these females are just so in their feelings, and they're too old to be in their feelings. Y'all are too old. Like, you guys are in your feelings like 16-year-olds. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it's almost like they really feel like these strangers, not even people can't even private message on YouTube. It's literally a comment. They really think these comments are what gonna flirt with Walt and what come steal them away. They're gonna say, okay, I'm 3, 4, 5 states away. You're handsome, and Walt's just gonna jump on a plane and run to these females because they're calling him handsome. Like, come on. Like, I'm sure Walt's not a bad looking guy and he has a nice personality. So I'm sure these YouTube females are not the first, type of attention he's getting from a female. He's not 16. So for these women that he's with to be so in their feelings over a screen name is just like, what? Like, are y'all serious? Y'all over there having heart attacks off of YouTube? All you gotta do is click out and bam, go about your life. But that's what started making me not care for Cindy, because of the fact that she would address it. It's just like, just ignore it. I know from experience, when I was little, okay, I used to talk about my sister because I knew it got to her. And my mom would always tell her, she knows it gets to you. That's why she does it. It's the same concept. You just got to ignore it. At the end of the day, if you try just ignoring it, and they see that it will slowly fade away. But in the beginning, okay, Sin was good. I'm pretty sure she got the same type of comments and everything, the flirting with Walt, as she was getting in the end. But she was playing it smooth, and it wasn't until the end, I guess it got overwhelming or whatever. I've never been in the experience to just have a bunch of people at me, but just me being the type of person I am, I wouldn't care. Like, it doesn't control your life. It's literally screen names. Once you cut your phone off, or once you get off of YouTube, it's over. Like, so I think Sin handled the whole being in the YouTube eye better than Nisha's handling it right now. But as far as with her and Walt, I feel like, again, I feel like for them to be together for a year, even though her intentions were like effed up, like really effed up, it really made her, like, the whole relationship just lose credibility. But I do believe that even though that was her intent, was like to get close to him, so that, whatever reason, I guess she thought B-Love was just going to be cashing out to her brother or something, and she was going to reap the benefits. I don't know. But for whatever reason, she started off, with the bad intent, and they still made it for a year. Okay. Regardless of everything, they still made it a year. That's a good amount of time. And Walt was willing to propose to her. So, I feel like she was probably interested, just like all these other thirst buckets. And then as time went on, feelings grew on both ends. Okay. Now, I know I was looking at her sideways too when all the stuff happened about with their breakup and her coming out with the videos and all that stuff, which was so dirty to me. And I think that's what's really going to mess up her whole chance with Walt, is because she made it all publicly. But I look at things from both sides. Okay. So one side of me is like, no, that's dirty. That's so dirty. Like, you can't be trusted. I would never, if I was him, ever. But then the other side of me, okay, the female side, the side that's been in relationships, the side that has gotten into arguments with my other half, the side that has broken up and gotten back together with people, I can understand what's the words? Her impulse anger. Okay. All those videos seemed low-key like they were just full of just an emotional mess. Breaking up with somebody in the public eye, getting everybody's opinions from left and right, being told like, you're so dirty, you did this, you did that. And then his sister, Adrian, coming in with the video. So I can get why it would make you just want to be like, forget this. I'm about to tell everybody off. I can understand that. Okay, just as a female. And I think a lot of females could understand relationships are not going to be perfect. People go through things. I feel like a lot of things people go through, they get through. Okay? And a lot of times, me personally, I don't know if this is toxic or not, but I feel like a big argument kind of makes you closer to the person, because it's not until you go there with them that you can, like, kind of 100% just be yourself in a way. Like with me, once I get into a fight with you, when I first meet somebody, it's like roses and sugar and candy and all that stuff. It's like so great, rose colored goggles, all that good stuff. But once I get mad at you, then those glasses come off and I see everything for what it is. So the stuff that I was maybe ignoring before, I'm not gonna ignore now because we didn't already went at it. So now if something bothering me, I'm gonna go at it again, or I'm gonna bring it up or speak on it or whatever. Um, so I think that was more so that situation that that was probably their biggest fight. Actually, I don't even think it was a fight between them. I low key think that social media just kind of egged it on, and Adrian and all that stuff. But I do believe that people can work through certain things that are fixable. Now, I feel like now, even watching Sensitive videos now, I can kind of tell. It almost seems like she's trying to show that, like, I'm not boring. I'm cool. I'm hip. I can be young. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's not like she's trying not to be so grandma-y like she was in his videos, which is all fine and dandy. It's all fine and dandy. I mean, if as long as you recognize your wrongs in a situation, then you're able to fix them. Now, if you're in denial and you're just like, nope, 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 then you're never gonna fix them. So if she feels like, okay, maybe I was a little too boring for Walt. Maybe I was boring him a little bit in the end or something, and she's trying to fix it, then I mean, so be it. But I do think that she is trying to kind of seem a little more alive. And I don't know about all the weird little lies about the baby daddy being there, and I think all of that is because of Nisha. Like, females have a thing, men too actually. Anybody who was in a relationship, they can be content with being split up until the other person moves on. Then it's like, oh wait, hold up. I thought we were just taking a break. Nah, you need to come on back this way now. And then they see it's not that easy. So then they sit there and they do things to try and win that person back, and it becomes like a battle, and it's a battle that's even more intense because now you're trying to get them away from this other person and make them remember what y'all had. Versus both people being split, then you guys can both take your time, and it's no rush. You come together when you're both ready. So I think that right now, with her saying how she loves him and writing comments and stuff and saying she misses him and saying they've been talking and she has receipts and all this stuff, I low-key think she's trying to break him and Nisha up. But then you can't really break up something that ain't together. I don't care if you calling him babe. I don't care if he living there or not. If he ain't claiming you, girl, you are nothing but the landlord. That's it. And he probably living rent free. But I think that that's Cindy's motivation to be trying even harder, which I mean is normal. It's normal. I think it happens all the time. Now, I just think with Walt, he seems like the type that once you screw him over, it's done. He's really close with his family, which I don't blame him. Like, if somebody I'm with doesn't get along with my family, it bothers you because it almost feels like you have to choose. You have to pick and choose certain things, and just you have to accommodate other people who don't want to be around your spouse, and it's like just let me live type of thing. So I think that's important to him, that he wants B Love to be around people. And B Love is kind of, she's up there in the YouTube world. So she doesn't have to be around everybody. She knows people are going to use her brother to try and get to her, especially if they know of her. So I don't blame her for being extra cautious. Like, these females got to prove their way. You don't just say, oh, I'm with Walt and hey, B Love, sister-in-law. No, that ain't how it works. Like, you got to prove you're here to stay. Like, simple as that. I highly doubt we'll be seeing Dalvin's new girlfriend anytime soon around B Love once he gets one, or his boyfriend, or whatever he want to do. But I doubt they're going to be all up in B Love's face either. So Walt's no different. So that's really important. Like, she not only has to prove herself to him, but she needs to prove herself to B Love. Okay. Now, with Nisha, I just don't. She just something about her. It's just something about her is just so like conniving and just she's like a pathological liar. She seems like she's a little nutty buddy in the head. She just doesn't really show like she doesn't seem like she's just a naturally good person. Okay? And that's just based off of me watching her. So that should tell you a lot. Like she's doing a lot for people to get that assumption off of her, or that perception of her. In the beginning when they first started, I was like, okay, you know, it's always weird when somebody leaves a relationship and then jumps right back into another one. So already, you know, I was already like, okay, how long you gonna last? What? No. You did it. No. but I was already just like, okay, how long is she gonna last? And it just, okay, I'm a Gemini, so I'm very observant and I trust my instincts on people. Okay. I'm one of those kind of people that I'm not gonna judge you. Like until I see you do something shady, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Now, once I see some shady stuff, then I'm gonna notice every little shady thing, like every little thing, and it's gonna be like in a vote of your file. So with Nisha, I was just getting weird vibes off the jump. The very first video of the very first video of the hot sauce challenge. My daughter's right here, she's playing her game. But the very first video of the hot sauce challenge, to me, the fact that you wouldn't do that with him was a bad sign. Like, sometimes you need to just get out of your comfort zone. Your spouse is supposed to introduce you to new things, and she just doesn't seem like she's into trying anything new. And I look at how Walt is with Katrina G. Like, I don't know why y'all keep trying to put them two together. Don't do that to Katrina. Like, Walt is cool as a friend, but just the how they get along. I think they get along so good because it's just a friendship. Okay. With him and Nisha, they just seem like they haven't got to that comfort level yet. And it's just weird to me that y'all living together, for one, which sucks for Nisha. Like, that's what you get. Because I'm pretty sure she did not go into it knowing that he was going to be her roommate after a month. Put it on the nose. Put it there. But I'm pretty sure she didn't go into it knowing he was going to be her roommate. And now she's stuck with the situation because he needs her. He doesn't need her like that. Like, I know he can go get his own place or whatever, but he's there with her. He can't just up and just, you know, move tomorrow. He probably could, but y'all get what I mean. So she's pretty much just got stuck with him. Like, girl, you wanted a little boyfriend, and now you got a whole roommate. Where's grandma, girl? Where's grandma at? But I just think she shows certain things that is just like, it's just bad character. It just shows me bad character. Cindy had bad moments. She made bad choices. Okay. But I think Nisha is just all around, just gives off a bad aura. She doesn't really even hold conversation. And Walt's a talker. Walt likes to talk. Okay? So he seems like he needs somebody who can sit there and hold a conversation. Not just her little side, you know, ad-libs. But Walt needs somebody who can actually hold a conversation with him and keep him engaged. Y'all, she's in this phase to where she like makes me put my hand here. Like, oh my God, all day, all night, she makes me put my hand over her. But anyway, so Walt needs somebody that can keep his attention, who can hold a conversation, and actually bring out the natural Walt. Like Beloved, okay? Beloved, for instance, when he's with her, he's extra happy and stuff. He's probably not always drunk. He's probably not always drunk, hopefully. But she knows how to bring it out of him. He needs a female that can bring it out of him. And Nesha just seems like, yeah, Cindy was boring, but Cindy seemed like she was boring because of her age and just her lifestyle. You know, she just was at home. She's a grandma, had her kids, was just raising her kids. Like, she just seemed boring, as in she's not in the streets anymore, y'all. Anymore. But she just seemed like, okay, her life has calmed down, slowed down. She's just settled. Nesha just seemed like she's just awkward and just boring and got the nerve, y'all. Oh my God. Side note, why in the hell would she be walking around with that big old sports bra and her head looking like that, how it did in that video, and you're only 3 months into the relationship? Like, she must be trying to run him out, because it can't be no way in hell Walt is sitting there content and she walking around looking like that behind the cameras. Like, no. Like, I'm not the type that is going to sit there and stay all dolled up and stuff just because I got a man. I actually, like, I'll do my hair in front of a man. I'll take my weave out. I don't care how early, you know, we got together. But I've never, it's never been like a, I'm trying not to sound mean. It's never been like a, oh my God, what the hell type of situation when they saw me. Is that mean? I'm not trying to be mean, but that's the best way I can explain it. That's the nicest way I can explain it. Like, it's still, I still look decent. Like, half my hair out and all. Like, it's still decent. Are you okay? It's still decent. Okay, what I saw in that video the other day, that was a whole nigga in his in the background. Like, like, no, girl, no. So I'm just like, you cannot possibly be that insecure about some messages, but you bold enough to be walking around that house looking like that. Like, what? Oh no. But let me get back on the subject. It just flashed in my head, y'all. It just flashed. I'm sorry. I say what I think when it comes. But I just think Nesha I don't think she's like wife material. If for Walt to propose to Sin City, it tells you like, okay, he can do that. You know, he's ready to propose to somebody. He's not like, oh no, I'm against marriage. Then now he's like, I'm not getting married no time soon. But as far as then, you know, he wasn't like trying to sit there and have years long relationship and nothing ever come from it. What are you doing? You want me to bite your hand off? But nothing ever come from it. He actually saw something in Cindy. I guess none of us did, because as far as I'm concerned, there's something wrong with you for you to have never been married at your age. But apparently he's seen something that we don't see, which is understandable. Okay. I felt like with Walt, I feel like he liked that slow, boring life. I've had guys tell me, because I don't go out, I don't party, I don't hang out with friends, I'm not in the streets, I'm literally like a homebody. And I've had people tell me who are in the streets that they actually liked being with me because of the fact that I'm the complete opposite of what they're around all day. So I can see that with Cindy. Um, I don't know. I just don't like Nisha, y'all. I just don't like. I don't. Girl, what? You did psycho? She's so rough, y'all. She throws her head at me all the time. But yeah, I don't know. She's a liar to me. She's a liar. She's a pathological liar. She's sneaky. The fact that you can lie straight to people's faces and stuff is just weird to me. And I really think she thinks like, oh yeah, Walt won't believe them. But I low key think that Walt is like in the background, just taking notes, and he's gonna just take notes and act accordingly. Like, simple as that. I don't think he's one that is gonna listen to people. If somebody's telling him, oh no, you need to leave because she's doing this, that, and the other, I don't think he's the type that's gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm not either, so I get that. You can't tell me to do something because I'm gonna do the complete opposite. And I'm gonna fight you on it whether I believe you or not. Like I'm gonna be against what you say if that's not what I'm choosing to do. So I think Walt just has to see it for himself, and he will. Now, if they move to Vegas together, like people are like speculating, that's when it'll come out. Because Walt is trying to move to Vegas for the weed. Motivation, I guess. And I feel like he's going to be doing a lot of collabs also because people, there's a lot of people out here in California, Vegas, that want to collab with him. Okay? People who just want to smoke with him. So I think that's where she's going to mess up, Nisha. I think that's where she's going to have her biggest fits, at the fact that that's all he wants to do. He doesn't want to just be inside. Vegas is a very active place. He likes the casino. He's going to gamble. He's going to meet people. He's going to collab. He's going to eat places. He's going to get to know people. And I don't think she's going to like that. And he's not going to want to be tied down because we don't really know if she's like tying him down or anything like that. But he said little things in his videos that basically say like she didn't want me to go here. Even for him to get a car and say he didn't want to be chauffeured. I'm pretty sure he didn't want to be chauffeured because she's probably complaining to him about having to take him to a female's house, to Katrina's house or something like that. So I think in Vegas is when it's gonna hit the fan. But we can't do nothing but wait and see. I don't like how they're dragging out this whole situation as far as her whole little Q&A crap. That's just stupid to me. I don't understand why you're so content with the world making their own assumptions when you can just clear things up easily. Now, I'm just curious if Sin City is about to go to Vegas too, because that's what I heard too. Now, I don't know for sure. I just know that she was talking about she wanted to move around. Oh my God. Can y'all imagine if Nisha and Walt went to Vegas and then Cindy ended up moving to Vegas? Oh my God. It would be a whole reality show. Y'all should all do it. But I do think that, I think when they do that move, it'll be the real test. It'll be the real test to see who is going to win, the ex or the next. And I'm just so curious. I'm curious if Sin City is gonna drop her receipts that she keeps talking about she has. Like, girl, drop them. What's the worst that can happen? You done already got into it with her on live. If that was actually the real y'all, so why not just drop them? Shut everybody up. Because I swear, the second you drop them receipts, oh my God. Oh my God. Nisha is going to stay far away from lives and probably try and keep Walt away from lives because everybody knows everybody's going to be asking them both about everything. And Nisha's going to sit there looking stupid. So girl, if you got them receipts, drop them. Prove it. Prove it. That's how I am. Like, you can say any and everything, but If you can't prove it, then it ain't nothing I can do with it. But so y'all, that was just my little opinion as far as who I think is better with Walt, or if I think that Walt is going to go back to Sin City. I don't know if I made my opinion clear or not. If not, basically, I'm just saying that I think he meshed better with Sin City, and I think they would have a chance to get back together. Maybe not if it means breaking him and Nisha up, but maybe down the line or something like that. I think they do have an actual chance. But Sin City, you got to get your story together, because girl, you can't sit up here talking about you miss him and love him, but then you was talking about he was treating your grandson wrong and how that's what's most important, and that's why. Like, you got to make up your mind, because y'all gonna lose a lot of credibility with this stuff that don't make no sense. So it's like, is it now? If that's not the real reason, then just say that. Just say, okay, he left. We weren't getting along. He left. And then it's like, okay, that makes sense. So you tried to make up some stuff. Nobody believed it regardless. Probably a few of your subs. But for the most part, nobody believed that, because we've seen how he is with his nephews. But you got to make up your mind, because right now, girl, right now your credibility is in question as far as what is it? What's the reason? What? No, you're not getting that. But as far as the real reason. So on that note, y'all, as always, I'm watching. So if you guys know anything that I don't know, or you want to share your opinion, go ahead and comment down below and we can chit chat about it. Let me know who you guys think he works better with. And if you guys think it's Nisha, then I mean, so be it. I'm not knocking nobody for their opinion. We all like different people for a reason. If everybody liked every single thing about everybody, everybody would be best friends. And that's not the case. So what I like in a person and what I don't like may be different than what you like and what you don't like. I'm a very particular person. I got a small circle, so it takes a lot for me to actually like somebody. So y'all, let me know what you guys think. Who you guys think would win in the battle of the X's or the Nexes? All right, you guys, go ahead and hit the thumbs up if you have not already. If you enjoyed my video and you're here to the end, thumbs it up. Go ahead and hit post notifications so you can see when my next video is coming, and subscribe if you have not already. All right, you guys, bye.